foundation where I firmly stand. Sin kept me from it, now it keeps me from sin. Amen. And I think what it costs just to hold in my hand. Yes. It reminds me that I owe a great debt to all of the martyrs who've gone to the
So super excited to be able to kind of share just a little bit, but kind of show you how to learn more about this man's testimony. So you've seen it already, but his name is Dave Spurgeon, and you'll listen to with the link and the information that I place on this video, part of his testimony, just talking about how he was a biker. Obviously, riding a motorcycle is not a bad thing, but you can certainly do some horrific things as a biker, and yeah, there's so much more to share on there. I don't want to give out his whole story, but I tell you that this man came to know the Lord Jesus Christ in prison. And the man that I met here just a couple days ago at a local church here in San Antonio, just a whole different man, put together way different from the story you listened to from that ministry called Unshackled. Unshackled is actually part of a larger ministry, Pacific Garden Mission, I believe is the title of it, in the Chicago area in Illinois. And I used to live up there. In fact, I kind of had about 5 years in that state around Chicago. But I've known that ministry with Unshackled for a long, long time. So you'll see this again, and then this as well. Sometimes the pictures placed aren't really looked at, but if you're on the video, then maybe you'll see that. So basically, on this video, you get a little bit of information about the church where he just spoke at here in San Antonio. You get to find out how to hear more of this man's testimony on Unshackled, and you can go to unshackled.org, and then you can type in his name, David Spurgeon. Again, if it's super important that you watch this, and I think that it certainly can be for you, then you would just type in this information, and I might be able to put a link on there as well. But I went there to this church. They had a 9-day revival, and maybe that's not how it was titled, but I'll tell you that it was just the Spirit of God is always strong, but man, was his presence better known in that place, meaning this: God doesn't change at all, and yet we change in a godly way when we recognize his presence, when we live out as his word teaches us. But knowing something isn't enough. With the Spirit of God leading you, I tell you, when you share your testimony, that's exactly what the Lord has commanded us to do when he says, go therefore and make disciples of all nations. And that is what's taking place here. May the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face to shine upon you. God bless.
Now its critics are many and believers are few. And one thing I found to be true, if you find when you read it that there's something wrong, there's something wrong. Right. It's an old book that I hold in my hand. It's true from beginning to end. It's a solid foundation where I firmly stand. Sin kept me from it, now it keeps me from sin. Amen, Lord. Sin kept me from it, now it keeps me